Welcome to That's Good Sports, NFL Week 12 Sunday recap. I'm Brandon. If Cordarrelle Patterson ever grabbed my balls like this, it better be because he's genuinely concerned I have a hernia perna. From the dick-grabbing Patriots to the hopeless Packers, I'm going to recap all of the games from NFL Sunday by making fun of them. That's Good Sports. Please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button. Do it now, not at the end of the video. I want you to subscribe now so that by the end of the video, you regret what you did at the beginning of the video. Also, this episode is sponsored by SeatGeek. Use my promo code ThatsGood and SeatGeek's gonna give you $20 off of your first ticket purchase. Use my link in the description to take you to SeatGeek. Look, if you're trying to get tickets for football games in December, SeatGeek is the way to go. They collect ticket prices from all over the internet, put all of these tickets in one place, rank the ticket prices. Green means good deal, red means bad deal. Very convenient and easy for you. You can preview your seat before you purchase it, so you know exactly what you'll be looking at when you go to the game. That does not include if you sit behind a tall person now. As good as SeatGeek is, they cannot predict having to sit behind tall people. Again, my promo code is ThatsGood. Make sure you use that when you go to SeatGeek, and they will save you $20. To the reviews. The Browns beat the shit out of the Bengals 35-20. Now here's something that's been said never. Every week, the Browns look smarter and smarter because of their draft picks. The Browns won the draft, finally. You know what they say, 30th time's the charm. Cleveland was up in this game 21-0 with 9 minutes left in the second quarter, 28-7 heading into the half. Baker Mayfield really was not kidding when he laughed at the idea that Hue Jackson knowing the Browns' offense would make a difference in this game. If Hue Jackson and Marvin Lewis have any sort of job in the NFL next year, then I'm going to start robbing banks because there's clearly no order in the universe. Hue Jackson is so bad, he actually made Marvin Lewis's game plan worse by telling him how to prepare for his old team. Hue Jackson is so bad, he's making Greg Williams look like an intelligent head coach. Hue Jackson is so bad, he's thinking about going back to college. Not to coach against guys like Jim Harbaugh or Nick Saban, but to study hotel and restaurant management. Hue Jackson is so bad, he can't even get a hug from Baker Mayfield at the end of the game. Which is sad, because Baker was the first quarterback Hue wanted to draft that the Browns let him. It's like having a heart attack 2 months after winning the lottery. The Oakland Raiders get thumped by the Baltimore Ravens 34-17. In this game, the Raiders defense made a terrific play. I'll take sentences banned from the NFL in 2018 for 600, Alex. Who is safety Marcus Gilchrist with a toe-dancing interception that would make Mila Kunis and Natalie Portman jealous? Black Swan, anyone? What, football dudes, you don't appreciate Oscar-winning pieces of art? Well, Raiders fans should. I'm pretty sure what John Gruden is doing is a $100 million experimental performance art piece. He's like a jock Banksy, and the Raiders are his $1 million painting he's shredding immediately after purchase. Lamar Jackson hasn't played great, but he's done enough to win his first 2 starts with the Ravens. At this point, though, you have to wonder if the Ravens go back to Joe Flacco this season when Jackson is clearly the guy they're grooming for the future. And the Ravens know all about grooming quarterbacks. Just look at Joe Flacco when he was a rookie versus Joe Flacco where he's at now. I can use the same technology the Ravens have to project what Lamar Jackson will look like in 5 years as a Raven. This is him now, and after the Ravens groom him, this is, oh, nice, very well groomed, Lamar. What about 10 years from now? Oh, wow, wowza, mama! Devastatingly well groomed. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's just being a fucking Raven. That's so Raven. Stop it! Seattle Seahawks eke out a win against the Panthers 30-27. Personally, I don't blame the Panthers for losing this game. It was not their fault. It was completely out of their control. They fell victim to the curse of the announcers. After an impressive drive led by Cam Newton to get the Panthers back into field goal territory, Graham Gano lined up for a game-winning 52-yard field goal attempt. And right before he kicks the ball, the guys in the booth, who should be fired immediately, had to say, "Gano is perfect. He's 3 for 3 this season on kicks over 50 yards. When you say a kicker's been perfect, this always happens and everybody fucking knows it." Now, Christian McCaffrey scored all of the fantasy points in this game. I know, I played against him this week, but he was outshined by Seahawks running back Chris Carson, getting flipped in the air and sticking the landing like Simone Biles in one of the coolest plays I've seen this season. The Seahawks moved forward as contenders, and the Panthers lose 3 in a row. 2 due to misses by Graham Gano. Giants lose to the Eagles 22-25. Just when it looked like the Eagles were ready to fold up the season, they remembered that they are in fact the Super Bowl champions and they should probably beat the 3-7 Giants. But at a certain point, you have to pop a couple aspirin, drink some Pedialyte, eat a big breakfast, watch The Big Lebowski and then without the subtitles on, repeat the process backwards, mow your lawn into an Argyle pattern, throw out the first pitch at a baseball game, open for the Rolling Stones. So, okay, I know, my hangover cure is very elaborate, but I'm just telling you what works. Do with it what you will. The Eagles' cure was giving the ball to undrafted rookie running back Josh Adams, who had 84 yards and a touchdown for the second straight week. On the other side, Odell Beckham Jr., made a comment throwing his coach under the bus, saying, "Coming in knowing that they struggled in the secondary, personally, I would have loved to attack them, but it wasn't in our game plan." The Patriots beat the Jets 27-13. Look, I want to show you just how dirty this Patriots team continues to be. This is wide receiver Cordarrelle Patterson grabbing Henry Anderson's testicles in the bottom of the pile. I always thought that was a myth, but now we have physical evidence. It's an apt metaphor for the Patriots as well, who have had the AFC East by the balls for the last 15 years. And now that I see it firsthand, I think they should all be in jail for sexual harassment. If Anderson sued Patterson for sexual harassment, do you think he could win? Tom Brady versus Josh McCown made for the oldest quarterback battle in NFL history. 80 years of human QB life battling it out on the field. The New York Jets took an early lead but gave it up quickly after giving Tom Brady more time to throw the ball than a goddamn pitcher. Gronk's back must be okay after being able to take hits like this from the Jets' best player, Jamal Adams. I'm sure Adams will be a Patriot after his rookie contract ends. Jacksonville Jaguars lose to the trash 24-21. Josh Allen returns and immediately takes advantage of Jalen Ramsey by targeting the receivers nobody else wanted. First, Kelvin Benjamin, and then handing it off to former Bronco Isaiah McKenzie for the touchdown to take an early lead against the Jags. Now, I really didn't think I was going to be talking much about this game, but Josh Allen gets my Big Dick Bomb of the Week award for firing this 75-yard touchdown to rookie Robert Foster. And like Isaiah McKenzie getting his first touchdown as a Bill, the big story of the day, though, of course, was Jalen Ramsey calling Josh Allen trash prior to the season coming back to haunt him. Well, it looks like the trash was taking out the trash yesterday, Jalen, because Jacksonville is decomposing like the compost they now are. Last year's fruit is this year's feast for maggots, bacteria, and vegetarian vultures. Look into the mirror, Jalen. Your reflection is the Buffalo Bills. All you see now is trash because you're living in a football landfill. If your team can't win without their running back, well, that's a recipe for disaster. I did break down the fight from this video yesterday, so you can check that out on my channel if you want. And I want to congratulate Josh Allen for his 99-yard rushing performance. 4 more rushing yards than the ejected Leonard Fournette. 49ers get blown out by the Bucs, 27-9. The The 49ers had to release their first-round draft pick linebacker Reuben Foster after he was arrested for another domestic violence charge. Between that story and Dwight Howard, Saturday night was not a great night for professional athletes. Buccaneers wide receiver Mike Evans surpassed 1,000 yards for the 5th straight season to start his career, which is all the more impressive knowing his quarterbacks have been Josh McCown, Mike Glennon, Jameis Winston, and Ryan Fitzpatrick. Does that make Evans the low-key best receiver in the NFL right now? No, it makes him the greatest fucking receiver to ever play the game. And that's all the time this game deserves. Cardinals lose to the Los Angeles Chargers 45-10. Phillip Rivers completed 28 of 29 passes in this game, which begs the question, will I somehow do the impossible and turn this into a joke about his many kids? That remains to be seen. Rivers completed his first 25 attempts of the game, which broke Mark Brunell's record of 22 to start a game in 2006. And look where that got Mark Brunell. Let's take a look at Phillip Rivers' 25th straight completion. It's a toe tapper on the side of the end zone to Keenan Allen. If Keenan Allen thinks the Broncos suck after losing to them last week, I do not want to know what he thinks about the Cardinals right now. And when the person standing in front of you clearly sucks, that's a great way to build up a lot of completions. It's clearly not Phillip Rivers' preferred method though. That's 25 straight completions for Phillip Rivers and 25 straight episodes of us mentioning how many GD children he has. Dolphins lose to the Colts 27-24 in a pretty good game. The Colts erased a 10-point deficit in the fourth quarter and beat the Miami Dolphins on the strength of 3 touchdown passes from Andrew Luck. That's 5 straight wins for the Colts to push their record above 500. With all of the talk about Mahomes and Breeze, Andrew Luck is putting together his own MVP caliber season with 32 touchdowns and over 3,100 yards passing through 11 games. Plus, he's doing it with just T.Y. Hilton, Eric Ebron, and a bunch of off-brand running backs the Colts picked up at Target. And I know this is kind of Frank Reich's thing, but I wouldn't recommend getting your MVP candidate quarterback destroyed on a 4th and 1 in Week 12. At least save that shit for the Super Bowl or the next time you play the Patriots. Packers lose to the Vikings on Sunday Night Football, 24-17. The Packers lose again, which means they're all but out of it in the NFC playoff race. That's 2 straight years, presumably, that the Packers will miss the playoffs, which is 2 years more than you should go when you have the best quarterback in the world. That's like paying for Amazon Prime and then buying everything in store at Walmart because you don't trust the mail. Right now, Mike McCarthy is wasting Aaron Rodgers' Prime, which is a great way to get you on Aaron Rodgers' Christmas gift return list. That's a list I got myself on last year when I sent Aaron a copy of Mordecai with Danica Patrick superimposed in all of Olivia Munn's scenes. I know you love that movie, Aaron. I just wanted to let you enjoy it guilt-free. The point is, whether it's Aaron's Prime or Amazon Prime, you never go to Walmart alone. In the Vikings' 2 games against the Packers this year, Cousins has thrown for over 750 yards and 7 touchdowns. Even if you don't make the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to integrate yourself with Vikings fans. Nobody's taken it to the Packers like this since Mike McCarthy this year. This fan is Aaron Rodgers, and this old man is Mike McCarthy, choking the life out of him before our very eyes. And those are all of your Week 12 Sunday recaps. Please subscribe here to That's Good Sports. Thanks for watching this episode. I'm on Twitter at Brandon Perna, Instagram at Brandon Perna if you want to follow me for more football bullshit there. You can watch more football videos by clicking one of the videos you see on the screen right now.